Today's episode of Any Schmuck Can Cook is sponsored by my good friend Miranda in honor of my good friends Caitlin and Emily. We will be making pretzel bread and beer cheese soup. What could go wrong with that? Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Today has started off already crap. So we're going to rush through this as fast as possible because we have 2 recipes that we have to make, and I know for a fact that since we're making bread, it is going to take all freaking day. Ingredient prep for our pretzel bread starts right now at 10 a.m. We need 7.5 cups of unbleached flour. It actually says 6 to 7.5 cups, so I'm gonna guess some of it is for rolling. Who knows? But are you even surprised we're out here? You gonna pick that leaf out, or we're just gonna eat the leaf?
No, I'm going to do it.
Okay, we're gonna eat the leaf. I freaking cut it. And it's still not open. $8.40 on Amazon because there is no yeast to be found in the grocery store. 2 teaspoons. My father told me that he has a packet I could have used. Well, it's too late now. The milk needs to be slightly warmed, so I guess I'm just going to leave it on the front porch until we need it. This took me 40 minutes to ingredient prep our pretzel bread. Our first step is mixing the yeast and the milk together, and then it must sit for 10 minutes.
The whisk that one of my amazing fans got me will whisk together 5 3/4 of a cup of flour as well as 1 tablespoon of salt. 10 minutes is up. Time to start moving and grooving. We're taking the oil and adding it to the yeast milk mixture. We are also going to be adding in the warm water. And then we take that and pour it into the flour salt mixture, and we knead that. This isn't a joke. I don't know what knead means. I'm assuming like this. I'm gonna Google it.
Most of you know my hatred of all things moist and squishy. This is not a fun feeling for me. I imagine this is what it feels like to do surgery on a female. Dough has been kneaded. Now it must sit in a warm place covered with a dish towel for 1 hour. Next step, wash my freaking hands. Dough is in a warm, dry place. I'm not going to tell you where. Secrets. It is time to start working on the beer cheese soup. Ingredient for the beer cheese soup starts now, 11:10. First ingredient is 1/2 pound of bacon cut into 1/2-inch pieces. We are going to take a pound of bacon and cut it in half. First things first, we're going to take this bacon and we're going to put it away, and this will be breakfast for later. I'm taking the tape measure and actually measuring the 1/2-inch pieces. 1, 2, 1/2-inch piece. Fun fact, this is not a celery stalk. This is a celery stalk. This is a celery rib. Welcome to a brand new episode of I Live with a Dum Dum. We need 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. We've needed Worcestershire sauce in this house since the lockdown began. My husband, on the list every single week since the lockdown began, has ignored my request for Worcestershire sauce. So I Googled a substitute for Worcestershire sauce, and Google told me that 1 tablespoon of soy sauce is a perfect alternative. Dum Dum husband. An hour into our second dish, we are finally done with ingredient prep. Let's start cooking. Bacon will be cooking in the Dutch oven for the next 5 minutes, leaving my house with the overpowering aroma of pork. I'm sure my rabbi is rolling around in his jail cell. That's right, he's not dead. He's in jail for the rest of his life because he had his wife murdered. And you all wonder why I'm not religious anymore. Bacon has been cooking for 5 minutes. We are going to add the onions and the celery and the butter. And this cooks down and softens for 5 minutes. Yum, yum, yum. The flour has been added to the kosher stock. We're going to stir this for 4 minutes. My favorite part. Alexa, set a timer for 4 minutes. Suckers. Chicken stock time. Slowly whisking in the chicken stock. And then we will let it simmer for about 15 minutes after we have brought it to a 1 minute boil. Remember me? So needy. And then we're gonna roll, baby. We're taking the dough and we are going to roll it into balls. I'm going to guess I need to add more flour to this. The dough has been rolled and needs to sit for 15 minutes. Back to the soup. We are going to add milk to the soup next, and that will cook. If I look a little flustered, it's because I am. The computer's died. I'm juggling a 2-year-old and oven's ready. 2 recipes. I've taken the soup off of the stove. All of this is from memory because the computer has died. I'm adding the cheese. I'm adding the Worcestershire sauce, Dum Dum Hubby soy sauce. I'm adding Tabasco, and then it says salt and pepper. There's no exact ingredient, so I just do a little razzle-dazzle and a shimmy-shammy. And then we're going to use something called an immersion blender. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what an immersion blender is, welcome to my world! Here we go. I have never done this before, so... Oh! Freaking chef. Tell me you don't feel like you're at Epcot right now. And no, baby girl, this is called beer.
Beer, oh, beer.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's what straight people drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Soup is done. It is time to create a bath for the pretzels. I don't know what that means, but the baking soda and, of course, the salt go into the water, and we're creating a boil. It is on high. Nope, that's on low. Thank goodness I caught that. High. There we go. Bath is boiling. Now we submerge 3 balls of dough. These pretzels have a better life than I do. They've gotten a massage, they're getting a jacuzzi. Must be nice! Pretzel rolls now go into the oven for 25 minutes. And we will officially be done.
Time is up, and yes, we switched out the towels because we've used every towel in the kitchen. And oh my word! Okay, my friends, I am a chef.
That was a tough one. That may have been the hardest recipe I have done here on Any Schmuck Can Cook. However, it always comes down to the taste test. If this tastes how I think it's going to taste, I would say this 4.5-hour dish is worth it. So first thing we're going to taste is the soup. And where's the spoon? Okay, soup is a 10 out of 10. Let's try the pretzel bread. Make this dish. I don't care what it takes. Figure it out. Set a whole day aside and make this freaking dish. It's like I'm at Disney without the anxiety.
Thanks for watching today's episode of Any Schmuck Can Cook, sponsored by my good friend Miranda in honor of my good friends Emily and Caitlin. If you'd like to sponsor an episode, direct message me and help me put more crappy food on my family's table.